There's something timeless about mid-century modern homes. The show Mad Men really brought the aesthetic back to life. Sometimes I'll be walking a mid-century modern property and think to myself, this is a Don Draper special. I've always really liked them. Even 80 years after their debut, people are still drawn to them. The clean lines, the open layouts, the connection to nature. Says Catherine Dash in a Vogue article, quote, "It's actually quite incredible that a movement that began in the mid-1940s with influences in Europe dating back to even earlier in the 20th century feels just as relatable and appealing today and has never really gone out of favor." But what is it that keeps this style so alive today? Let's take a closer look at 3 mid-century modern homes here in Berkeley designed by famed architect Donald Olsen and explore why this style remains so popular and why in many ways they were actually ahead of their time. After World War II, the world was changing fast. Families were growing, cities were expanding, and there was a new sense of possibility in the air. Architects wanted homes that reflected that optimism, spaces that were simple, functional, and connected to the outdoors. This was the birth of mid-century modern architecture. Names like Richard Neutra, Charles and Ray Eames, Pierre Koenig, and Joseph Eichler became part of a movement that celebrated modern living for everyday people. They believed good design shouldn't be a luxury, it should be a way of life. Donald Olsen was one of the most devoted modernist architects in the Bay Area. Born in 1919, Olsen studied under Walter Gropius at Harvard, who was the founder of the Bauhaus, a groundbreaking school of art, design, and architecture founded in Germany, also in 1919. While many Bay Area architects embraced what some call a warm, woodsy, regional modernism, Olsen stood apart. His work was crisp, white, and geometric, inspired by the International style, which was a major movement in modern architecture that emerged in the 1920s and 30s, characterized by simplicity, functionality, and the use of modern materials like glass, steel, and concrete. It's called International because architects from across Europe and America adopted it, and so the fad sort of traveled. Olsen carried those pure modernist ideals west to California, where he joined the UC Berkeley School of Architecture. For nearly 4 decades, Olsen taught there, shaping generations of architects with his disciplined and thoughtful approach. He brought with him a passion for clarity, proportion, and the belief that good design could elevate everyday life. He wasn't just designing buildings, he was teaching a way of thinking about space, structure, and purpose. This is something that I like to do in creative real estate ownership too, is to help people think about space and purpose so that you're buying a home that works both for you now and can adapt to your changing lifestyle in the future as well. His most famous project was actually his own home, the Donald and Helen Olsen house in the Berkeley Hills, built in 1955. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home and is about 2,200 square feet in size. It is a Berkeley Historic Landmark and is on the National Register of Historic Places. It was last sold in 2020. It sits on these slender columns as a floating glass and steel box that perfectly embodies his philosophy. Clean lines, openness, and a seamless connection to nature. Really is quite stunning, actually. He also designed 123 Fairlawn Drive, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home that is about 2,000 square feet in size, built in 1956, also in the Berkeley Hills. This is another great example of his work that we continue to enjoy to this day. It was last sold in 2019. From the MLS, I liked what the listing agent wrote to describe the property. Quote, "It features expansive glass walls and a seamless indoor-outdoor flow. It's nestled among mature trees, an IPE deck, and hardwood floors complement the clean geometry, minimal ornamentation, and thoughtful integration with the natural site." End quote. Today, his work remains a beacon of modernist ideals for architecture students and admirers alike. Whenever these homes are open or on the market, people tend to flock. Another reason they've lasted, they adapt beautifully. You can renovate or modernize a mid-century home, update the systems, refresh the finishes, and the architecture still holds strong. You don't have to move walls around. I also like mid-century apartment buildings. The layouts tend to be perfect, and you only need to do cosmetic upgrades. Tenants like the flow of them as well and that kind of modern feel, so they rent well. Design trends come and go. Farmhouse, industrial, boho, but mid-century keeps coming back. So maybe that's the secret. Maybe mid-century architecture wasn't really designed for the mid-century. It was designed for modern life. They are homes that connect us to our surroundings in spaces that feel good to be in. Which brings me to the final Donald Olsen property that I got to walk through, and I'm happy to show you as well. All of the mid-century attributes that I mentioned in this video are elegantly represented in this property. It's really beautiful. So now let's take a walk. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Creative Real Estate Ownership. My name is Josh Silverman. Please send me an email here, like or subscribe to this video here, and now let's go. So here we are at 256 The Uplands in Berkeley, California, listed by my friend Ann Fest of Vanguard Properties. And we're gonna walk on, we jump right on this wooden bridge here that is really charming, and we come across here. We're immediately surrounded by trees on both sides, so there's a sense of tranquility right away. We cross over a creek here that's pretty dry at this time of year in November. And we come up this beautiful driveway leading to the house, and we take a look at this stunning home. So let's go take a look as we pass this amazing oak tree here. So you'll see that with these oak trees, and there's redwood trees on the property, that nature is really featured, and it's kind of the star of the show here in many ways. A sense of indoor-outdoor living immediately happens for you when you walk through this door, as you can cross right into the patio through a huge sliding glass door. So this sense of inviting you to be outside, to be in nature, I find really appealing. Down the stairs here, there's a full bathroom with shower. This hallway with these polished concrete floors. It's a laundry room. And here is a family room with these amazing windows. That one is wall to wall. This is just a nice framing of greenery, and then another sliding door to the outside. It's a really fun space here. You go up the stairs. You take a left here, you're immediately in the primary bedroom, large walk-in closet here. Full bathroom with tub and shower here. And this gorgeous bedroom here. From this en-suite bathroom. Second bedroom. Third bedroom with a redwood tree peeking out there on the side. Amazing. Wall-to-wall windows again. And then this bedroom, I'm here during the morning, and so this room here is just flooded with this morning light overlooking the patio there. You go upstairs to the third floor here, little outdoor seating area. And you are in this beautiful office. So it feels like almost like a treehouse office. So windows on 3 sides, and just amazing, kind of tranquil, beautiful space. Now back to the entryway. Come down the hallway here, turn left, and we're gonna head for the kitchen. This nice little bar area here. This is a dividing wall for the dining room and the living room. So here you have this very cute kitchen. Tons of light, windows, with those skylights up there. And so the shadows and the changing light happening here over the course of the day are pretty remarkable. This small dining area is really cute. Again, all windows, 2 sliding glass doors, easy access to the outside. Come through here to the more formal dining room. Wall of windows here, and so you start to enter the living room, and again, all greenery on this side of the house, and you step into this really stunning living room. This would be my favorite room in the house, and you have a gas inset fireplace and these really high ceilings, and again, this kind of changing light that you experience in this house is really like no other because of these windows. And with this room being positioned like this, it's very inviting for the whole family or your guests to really spend time here. Back out. Go through these sliding glass doors to the yard, and you step out onto this patio area. This beautiful backyard, and then behold a tree house my kids would go bananas for. You go up these stairs, these beautiful stone steps. Can't show you the full lot here, but you get a sense of the size. And this is the rear of the home. I just love it. Hope you did too.